Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Janelle. Good morning, everyone. Happy, I don't know what day, Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. Hopefully, I don't have tech issues today because I am streaming at 60 frames per second like it's supposed to be. So let me know if there's any kind of delay or anything. I really just got on the charts, honestly, not too long ago. When I first got on, I was like missing a bunch of data. So I had to like reload historical data a couple times. That did not work. Then I eventually just closed NinjaTrader and then it worked after that. So, yeah, I'm flat, haven't taken any trades. 1 minute chart is showing that the ATR is 60, which is a little cuckoo, but yeah, we'll see if we can get a trade in. Same thing as yesterday, 40 tick chart. See what happens from there. Still not all the way happy with my rules just yet. So I have one more setup that I have to finish. The counter trend alternate divergence, which I'm not sure how I want to do that just yet. So we'll see. I'm not going to focus on doing that today though, because I really want to focus on trying to figure out what rule set I want to use for sure. I had to do a restart earlier. Oh, you got stuck in a trade on TradingView? Oh, that's not nice. You were able to get out of it though? I have been seeing more and more um, comments about TradingView lately, especially with the increase in volatility. All right, there's a 1 bar pullback right there. But yeah, today my plan is to go to the grocery store as soon as I'm done, do laundry, clean the bathrooms when I get back. Well, actually, I'm going to take a nap first before all of this. Then I'm going to do that stuff. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to focus on trying to figure out what rule set I want to use. Realistically, it should transfer over, even though all of my data is from the 16 tick chart. So we'll see. Um, we'll see. But right now, I just don't know. I'm trying to make sure it stays pretty simple while still trying to identify which patterns are going to give me the consistent wins, but still allow me to keep simplified rules. Good luck. Good fucking luck. So we'll see. Thought you were already testing. So there's two different divergences, which I did one of them yesterday, and that's just the traditional, like, let's say this bar created a lower low, so the lower low to lower high to lower low. But then and I've done everything, I just have to put it back in my analysis sheet. So like this is the traditional right here. But then I still have to do the alternate one, which is like this, lower high to lower low to higher high. I have to put that in the new analysis sheet. But the priority right now is getting the rule set for everything that's going with the trend, because I might eventually not even trade counter trend anymore. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure, but we'll see. for us pullback. If we ever get it, we just started melting. You gotta be kidding me. Shit, I forgot what the number was. My favorite run up. Oh, 2140. Nice. Gold's been given A plus 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 setups. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? Not you, let Janelle be first. Good morning, True. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Trenches, have you been trading? What is disconnecting? That irritate me. All right, now everything should be smooth again. Yeah. All right, so this is what we're looking like on the 1 minute chart. Those are 60-point candles. I really wish I didn't have to be on this big ass Rinko size. I hate how the zigzag attaches itself in the middle of swings. It drives me crazy. Hope everyone's being careful this week. I definitely am. I didn't even trade on Monday. I saw the 5% at market open Sunday night and it was like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep in. Ain't no point. Yesterday I just took I took 2 trades actually. One of them I broke even and then the other one I won. And we're still trying to find a setup right now. There's too much volume in that swing right there. Just trying to find something I like. Oh yeah, I was watching Alpine's replay and he was showing how a couple of days ago, I don't remember what time of day it was, it might have been during power hour, I don't remember, but at some point the ATR on the 1 minute chart was like 200 and something. My man's. Was that a 1 bar pullback? It was. Like, this is one of those markets where if you can adapt, you can make so much money. So much. You're up 7K for the week so far? Ooh, nice, nice. There is 9:30 news today. I guess because I had to reload my chart a couple times, the news thing messed up over there, but okay, so green. Let's see if we can get it. Nope. Or we change to an uptrend? It is. Okay. Mhm. This is so annoying. Is the Fed speaking today? Oh, yeah. 1 o'clock Central, 2 Eastern. The meeting minutes. on, push down. I really want to see us break the rotation level, or we need to go back to an uptrend. Either way is fine. But we're kind of in no man's land right now. We're currently, this red line is where we changed to a downtrend, so we're definitely rejecting that. So 30 second to 1 minute time frames. Oh, I'm not. I only look at the time-based chart just so I can see like overall structure here and there. I don't rely on it at all though. Like at all. It more so kind of tells me like why we're rejecting the way that we are. I don't want that to be the point of control. But yeah, that's the only reason why I have it. This trade was almost good, but the point of control had a imbalance in there, so I couldn't take it, and you see I would have gotten stopped out. Now, oh, now True want to show up. How are you late and coming in complaining, Miss Mamas? Good morning, Applejacks. The point of control is neutral. That's the other problem with the higher Ringo size as well. Like a lot of times the point of control is going to be neutral, or the delta is going to be negative for buys and positive for sales. Like it's very, you got to kind of pick your battles a little bit. Yeah. All right, we're back inside the change zone. We're at the middle pivot level right now. So that's kind of where we've been hanging out. Maybe now we're gonna use it as support and just keep pushing up. 684. Come on, computer. Oh, negative delta. And we pushed 69 ticks off of negative delta. My freaking mouse keeps disconnecting. Oh, come on. It's that 80 tick move off negative delta. Really, 120 something tick move. Meetings. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? Girl, YouTube ain't never gonna work correctly. I remember when Janelle was nice to me like True was nice to me. You are so dramatic. Oh, gracious. Don't like that. Point of control is in the wick, so that shows how weak that divergence is. I just don't like anything right now. Technically, we are still in a downtrend short term. We didn't break this high right here, and we do have the the lower low right there, so order flow is kind of confirming that we should be changing back to a downtrend down here. And there it goes. ATR is still 60 on a 1 minute chart. Back inside the change zone. I don't want to trade in there for now. Look at this. What kind of market is this, bro? This is so stupid. Oh my God. I can't even see what the freaking delta is over. All right, well, that worked. I still can't see the freaking delta. Okay, stop moving, chart. Damn. Yeah, see, ended up being -1 delta, but it's still pushed. So, but I couldn't even get out because I couldn't even see what the delta was. And that's the problem with the volatility right now. What else am I about to do? The volume was what I wanted it to be, but the delta wasn't. But we got a win in, so whatever, I guess. Justice for Apple. You've been trading copper, True? Osher Trapper said, don't make no trips right now, man. I got 3 months to Jamaica. Maybe it'll be better in 3 months. But I don't know. It is kind of sketch to take any trips right now. Like, everybody pretty much hates us at the moment. Trenches always bring up. No, I like Wall Street Trapper. My favorite mentor that he's talking about is Ian Dunlap. From, well, now he's from Earn Your Leisure, but I knew him well before that. Well before that. So, best with crude and gold as a swing trader. Trap Ian and Aristotle. Jamaica's warning their citizens not to travel here. Why would people even want to travel here? If I lived in a place like Jamaica, the United States of Americas is not a place I would want to visit. It missed the Delta? Yeah, it did. The Delta was -1. So what I was looking for in this pullback here was I just wanted the volume of this entry bar to be more than this reversal bar, which it was. However, the delta of that bar was -1. You see? I didn't really care if it was a trap, a continuation. So I didn't really care who was in control of the point of control. At that point, it was more of a volume push, and order flow could look however it wanted to, except I wanted the delta to match the direction I was trading. But because the market is so volatile, I kept trying to so on my order flow chart, I have it to where it's a scroll, like it follows wherever I am on my entry chart. And because it just kept moving up, I kept trying to scroll backwards and I just couldn't, and it wouldn't show me what the damn delta was. So I was about to hit the break even button, but then I heard target filled, and that was that. That was that. I should probably technically be on a 60 tick chart since the ATR is 60. However, when we started the morning, the ATR was 40. And what I've noticed lately, and I don't know, anybody who looks at ATR can probably tell you the same thing. Normally, the ATR is like the highest in the first really 5 to, all right, we got to stop for news. The first 5 to 10 minutes of the market being open. But lately, the ATR has actually increased around 9 o'clock in the morning. Even when there's no news or anything, it's very weird. So on this 1 minute chart, you can see that the ATR was pretty smooth down here, and then we kind of peaked out. We started rising, I guess around 8:40 or so, but around 9 o'clock is almost when we peaked out, and we've kind of been on a downturn from there. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I said yesterday that I might start trading after 9 o'clock until things start to normalize a little bit, because I rather get on around right before 9 o'clock, see what the ATR is, and choose my Renko setting based on that, and then trade from there. But I also kind of don't want to go higher than a 40 tick chart, because the higher I go, the more my risk is going to be, because I'm going to have to change my stop loss and take profit. So my stop loss and take profit is still going to always be 2 ticks more than whatever my Renko size is. But if I put a 60 tick chart on here, it probably would be a little bit more smooth. However, I'm going to have even more of the zigzag disconnects in the middle of the swing, because that's just, the higher your Renko setting, the more that's going to happen basically. So I don't know. I was about to say, what the hell is that noise? She always vacuums at the most random times. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. Not for safety. Oh, got you, trenches. Not we're screwed. That's gonna be our only option, Applejacks. Right after election. No, traveling is definitely iffy right now. Just gotta be real safe. Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning? I don't know. I think I only spend at Chick-fil-A, girl. I think my biggest, I guess you could say, worry when Trump is in office is that while I'm in another country, he makes some rash decision and now I can't get back in because these people won't unhand me. They won't let me go through. That's my only fear. You just blew a TPT funded? No. Did you at least follow your rules? If you followed your rules, I can't blame you. But if you ain't follow your rules, we have a problem, Mr. Paul, because where was cold turkey and why wasn't it activated? I ain't gonna lie, the TPT funded, man. I really wanted to take this buy, but I'm trying to figure out if after low impact news I need to restart 2 minutes after instead of 1 minute after like I'm used to. I think it needs to be changed to 2 minutes after. I'm not quite sure, but that's the only reason I didn't take that trade. It was a great, perfect setup. Don't like that. But yeah, if I can focus on fixing my rules just a little bit to focus pretty heavily on, I don't know, this new way I made my analysis sheet, things are even more separated, so I have even less examples in each volume and order flow pattern, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I want to focus on like just the trades that go in the direction of the trend for now. 95, 206. Because I'm just really thinking I might not trade counter trend at all, if I'm being honest. 238, 75, 1500, 1.8. It's just so annoying having to manually calculate what the volume of these swings are. So if you hear me typing, I'm sorry. I have to do the manual calculations. I know that wasn't gonna be it. Like I knew right away this trade would stop me out. The volume was low in that candle. The delta was also less than that candle. So it just, even if it goes, it would have stopped me out first. Since I missed all the trades, you traded last night? Oh. You're on tilt? No. We only care about Trump volatility. I'm weak. 4 seconds you put to take profit in. Oh. Maybe that's what I need to do. Trade the freaking overnight session. Everybody's been loving the overnight sessions lately. All right, delta's changing again. That actually probably wouldn't be that bad of an idea, but I would probably want to trade London, because the problem with me trading the Asian session is like all of my indicators reset, you know, on the new session, which is not necessarily the problem. The biggest problem is like the VWAP is really tight and it has to expand. And then also like having to worry about where the current high and low is on the session, because that's pretty important when it comes to the patterns that I'm looking for. But usually that kind of levels out around 8 o'clock at night. But trust you me, if I could trade at nighttime or London and not have to wake up for New York session, I would be in love. I didn't even go to sleep until like 6 o'clock this morning. And I snoozed all the way until like 8:30. Got up, brushed my teeth real quick, washed my face real quick, and sat down. 80%, 85% sure you're strat. I think it would too, honestly. Um, like I legit have no issue with switching to an instrument that still moves halfway decent where my rules will still work. And that was kind of my whole purpose of getting rid of the half trends, because on kind of the slower moving markets, the half trends just kind of are in the way, you know? But it's another reason why for me, like I didn't, even though I gave myself a year to try to figure things out, I didn't really care how long it would take overall, because I figured like once I started really discovering volume and order flow and putting in all this chart time to learn it, taking components out that actually mattered, realizing when things mattered, and going back and forth, I want to be able to use this on whatever instrument I want to trade. The time of day should also not really matter. But I mean, obviously, if you're trading volume, you do want to trade when volume is kind of the highest. But with the incorporation of the order flow piece, it might not mean as much. I don't really know. I don't know. But yeah, for times like this, when Nasdaq is just literally moving on crack, I would rather trade something that's just a tad bit slower, not as slow as ES, which I know obviously right now ES is more volatile than usual, but I don't really want to trade ES like that. But I'm definitely open. I actually used to prefer the Russell 2000 over everything, if I'm being honest. I never really liked the Dow like that, but the Russell 2000 was my zhush. It was. Not enough volume in this swing down. It's only like 1.1K versus the 1.8 in the other swing. But yeah. Slow market turned to crazy markets. I am ready for the ATR to be back to like 20. Those were the days. Those were the days. Last night was too much tariff talk. In the blink of an eye, it's up 100 points. Yeah. Like every now and then, if I'm bored or if I'm like journaling or studying or just writing down my thoughts when it comes to like thinking about what I've been seeing on the charts and trying to make it make sense, I will tune into 0 Day J and I'll just be looking at how the market's just all over the place. I'm like, man, you would think it's New York session right now. Mexico got a 30% off sale. I'm going right now. There was so nice. I almost booked it. You need to calm it down, Trenches. Analysts are having meltdowns over tariffs. Child, my granny is having meltdowns over tariffs, Trump, anything Trump related, y'all. I just be wanting to say, like, girl, hang it up, buttercup. It's okay. It's nothing you can do. All right? It's all right. Nothing you can do. Like, as soon as I hear the word tariff or Trump come out of her mouth, I just tune out. She don't talk to me about it. But y'all, it was so funny. I don't know if I told y'all this. So last week sometime, now mind you, my granny is 78. So she was like, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah, Granny, what's up? She goes, um, you know, how is it okay for Trump to create that Bitcoin? and pull out all of his money. Like, he didn't take all of that money from those people who got in too late. I said, Granny, Trump didn't create Bitcoin. So I had to educate her on, Bitcoin, the difference between Bitcoin and meme coins and all of that. And that was kind of a fun time. I really kind of want to be in this trade, but and it's gonna go probably now. No, it keeps popping up to almost be where my stop loss is. Up there would be the stop out, and that's why I ain't traded. Um, but yeah, I had to explain to her the difference between Bitcoin and meme coins and how anybody who buys a meme coin is just stupid anyway, because most of the money is made right as it's launched and then money is pulled out, and that's just that. So she was like, oh, okay. I said, girl, he's not the only one to create meme coins, honey. I can promise you that. It was hilarious. It's snowing. Trenches, let me tell you something. Nutty said it was snowing in Ohio. I think it was 2 days ago. I'm about to look at our weather because we bet not get no snow anytime soon. If it hits y'all, oh no, it's not supposed to hit us. We're just supposed to get rain, it looks like. Which is supposed to start raining pretty soon, and I need to go to the store. But I'm taking my nap. I don't give a damn. By the time I wake up at 2, the rain should be gone. Did that say feels like 33? Ugh. Is it not April? Goodness gracious. My kid. Take along for you. See your trenches. You struggle with the Russell? I like the Russell on like a 10 tick Rinko chart, just going for 10 ticks at a time. 20 ticks worked a lot of times too, but 10 ticks worked really well. 10 in one chart, and then the Dow worked really well with like a 20 in one chart, but that was before all of this craziness. Good morning, Anissa. How are you this morning? You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. I haven't been doing very well with answering comments, so I'm sorry if you made any other comments and I did not see them. I've been so focused on trying to fix my strategy, I've not responded to any YouTube comments whatsoever, but I caught yours at a good time. Even Granny knows about Bitcoin child. Look, Orange Julius is low key reigning terror. He is. Not sweet potato. Snowing in the Maine too. Oh my gosh. One of the streamers I posted snow in his backyard. Yeah, snowing and flooding in the south. It flooded here. It rained here for 48 hours straight. And it flooded down in the city. I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't flood. So a few years ago, maybe like it might have been about 2 years ago at this point, there was flooding like right down the main road that's like maybe a mile away from my house. So maybe about, I would say 2.5 to 3 miles total from my house. It flooded down that street, and most of those businesses never came back. But some of them, like Walgreens and some of the bigger franchises, ended up coming back. But yeah, when it rains like that here, the city always floods. And I was telling my grandma that I'm quite sure that it's because of all the littering. Because it always floods in the city. Doesn't flood up here in the county like that. But I think it's from all the littering. The littering is clogging the storm drains. And so what do you expect? I don't know. Or being in the Discord, but Applejacks. Girl, do you know how rude it is to call me out like that? I said I was gonna fix it. And I am, all right? I'm gonna fix it. I promise you, I've been stuck in this stuff, all right? I'm coming. Jeez Louise, lady. Don't hold it against me. All right, let me show y'all the accounts. I only took the one trade. Um, a part of me wants to go to a higher tick chart because I feel like until I do that, I'm just going to have a lot of the wrong deltas and not enough volume in the reversal bars because the ATR is showing that I need to be on a higher tick chart. But I don't really know if I really want to go to 60 ticks, unfortunately. So we'll see. But then also, a part of me feels like, okay, so part of me wants to go to the 60 tick chart because it's a 60-point ATR on a 1 minute chart. The other part of me would love to go back to a lower chart, maybe not 20 ticks, but like maybe 32, lower it a little bit. Because right now, like I said, most of the time in my reversal bars, there's not enough volume in the reversal bar, which lets me know that, volume is drying up, or the delta is negative for a buy and positive for a sell. That also lets me know that I should probably move to a smaller tick chart. But the problem is I don't know if it's going to move too fast. So that's why I know I can't go to a 20. Like the market's moving way too fast. But I might look at reducing to 32 or 36 and going from there. I'm thinking 32 because I kind of want to go like halfway between 20 and 40 to see if that works. But we'll see. I will let you guys know tomorrow. But that's my thought process. Kentucky is? Oh man. Just got a clown sometimes. I had a different thought when I saw man. Oh, y'all, I have to tell y'all this joke. Please. Please, I have to. Okay, wait. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, is that on? Okay. Okay. What is 6.9? What did I eat this morning? I'm acting up. Probably chocolate. Something with sugar in it. Be nice. Racists are humans too. Oh, when I saw KY, I was thinking of KY jelly. Never used it, but But anyway, what is 6.9? And I got this joke from Not You Scared. They have this little round table thing that happens on like they do shorts and stuff. I don't know where they post the full videos, but do I want to know? You do. It is a dirty joke. What is 6.9? A good thing ruined by a period. And there was another one. It said, wait a minute. It said, hold on. She said, if you only let him eat your coochie, is that an edible arrangement? Like, in their whole round table, all they do is tell jokes and you can't laugh or you have to get up. So they'll be like, to keep themselves from like, why would don't be ashamed, Amelia. Don't. I'm just asking questions that need answers. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'm gonna start doing like Matt and having me a joke every day, but it's gonna be completely dirty. Okay, completely. So tune in tomorrow for our next dirty joke. No, but after dark sessions. Listen, my name on Xbox is Freak Nasty. Okay, just saying. Just saying. But no, thank you guys for tuning into the stream today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go take me a nap and try to get through some more of this data. I'll let y'all know how it goes tomorrow. But please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at probably 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys. See ya.